A little bit late this month, but the market data is out. We're going to do our market report. The market's definitely shifted. The data is showing it now. Let's take a look coming up next. Hey, what's going on, friends? We're back with the Big Island market update. Sorry for the little bit of a delay this month in getting these numbers out there. Our MLS has been going through some changes and updates, and so we actually updated what these slides look like with a little bit more of some visual graphics to maybe help make the data a little bit more understandable. But as I said in the intro, the market has definitely shifted and the data is definitely showing that. So we're going to jump in and look at the data, and we're going to take the island-wide data from residential homes to condos to land and look at each one of those and compare them. And so this is just for residential homes, so single family homes. And we're looking at the current month's data, which was from July, the previous month's data, which was from this June, and then a year ago from July. So if you look at this, the sales volume is dramatically down. Right, a year ago it was 238 million. It is 114 million this past month in July. That's totally due to the number of sales being down, right? So we had 261 homes sell a year ago. We had 253 sell the previous month, and then only 181. So we're way down on the number of sales. But the median price has not fallen dramatically. We're still up from a year ago. So it's 426 a year ago, 457 this month. It is down a little bit from the previous month, but prices are holding pretty steady. It's really just sales volume that has fallen off, and that's because there's just less buyer activity in the market right now. The buyers have really pulled back, due to interest rates, due to the recession talk. And so we're feeling it with our listings where there's just a lot less people looking at them. There are not multiple offers in the first week. Properties are sitting for a couple of weeks before they get an offer. Very standard across the board. So from a sales standpoint, you really want to be careful about where you price your property, because you don't want the property to sit there longer than it has to, and you really do have to price it competitively right now in order for you to get the activity that you're going to want when you first hit the market. And the graphs down here just show a graphic representation of the sales volume. The blue lines are this month, the red lines are last month, and then the green lines are the same month from a year ago. So you can see the sales volume way down, the sales significantly down, but median price holding pretty steady from where we were a year ago and last month. Not a huge change there. So looking at the same set of data on the condo market, we're looking at still another big drop, right? 67 million from a year ago, 56 million this year in July. Same thing with sales. We had 82 condo sales island-wide a year ago, 63 sales this month. And then median price, again, similar to the housing market, we're up from a year ago, a little bit down from the month previous. But this is a interesting stat right here, and we saw this in the housing market too. Kind of another indication that the market is slowing a little bit is that the final listed sold price. We saw this condo market final listed sold price at 100% for a while, and now we're dipping back down below 100% to 98. So basically this is telling you that buyers are getting a discount on whatever the list price is. They're not paying over list price anymore, at least for July of this year. And then as we get into the land market, same trend, way down on sales volume. Pretty big drop in the number of sales, 212 versus 289 a year ago. But again, median price, we're still up from a year ago, a little bit down from the previous month. And then final listed sold price, same thing. We're about the same as we were the month previous, but last year land prices or land sales were at 97%, final listed sold prices were at 93% this month. So pretty much on all three property types, very common sales data across the board, but definitely the data is showing that the market has slowed, especially in the number of sales that are happening month over month. We saw a basically 50% drop in the Kona market versus a year ago on the number of homes that have sold. So it's it's different from each market. We can pull that data from each market. This is island-wide data, but across the board, we're definitely seeing a slowdown. And then kind of the roll-up in summary, right? Inventory versus under contract, which is always an important data point to look at, is if you look at July from a year ago, we had 1,395 active listings. And then July of this year, we had 1,886 listings. So a lot more listings on the market. And then on the under contract number, we had 894 properties under contract this past July. There was almost 1,400 last July. So big drop in the number of properties that are under contract. And then months of inventory. Again, this is one that I've added on here just to give you an idea of perspective on inventory. So months of inventory is if no more properties came on the market based on the number of sales that are happening, how many months would it take for all of the properties in the market to sell? And so a year ago, it was 2.2, which is very low. We're up to 3.2, so there has been an increase in the months of inventory on the market. But really, the general standard data point is that 6 months of inventory is a balanced market. Over 6 months is a buyer's market, under 6 months is a seller's market. So as I've been saying, we're still at very low levels of inventory, and it still technically is a seller's market, even though it can feel very much like a buyer's market. It's a very weird time right now where you kind of have both things going on, where inventory is still low, but because buyer demand has really slowed down, it kind of can feel like a buyer's market, but it's technically still a seller's market. So interesting times. We're definitely in a shift. As always, if you have any questions about your specific area, or you want an analysis of your home or something you're considering buying, you can always reach out, Dylan@buybigisland.com, or you can book a meeting in the link below. We have a link directly to my calendar. If you want to get a consultation, happy to do that. And as always, please like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next month. Aloha.